Man, I go off, to focus on overdress, and the content for Zero kind of dwindled down, and look what they did. They straight up took one of my favorite decks and just shot it in the legs. You look at this, Wingull nerfed, Wingull Liberator, now cost Counterblast 1, Pale Moon, Marichka, and Ana nerfed, cost Counterblast 2 instead of Counterblast 1. Yikes. Hello folks, we are back on this familiar battlefield. So we haven't really done one of these in quite some time. The last one I did was Reverse Maelstrom, and so we're finally getting on with whatever set this is, set 17. So I have 3 decks to show you from this set in terms of deck and fights that actually finished. So it's going to be today's Dragruler Phantom, then I have Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth slash like Overlord dot deck, I guess that's kind of what it really is. And then of course I do have golds now as well with Monarch Sanctuary Alfred and Ganzelot Zenith, so I'll also present that at the end, and I guess that will be pre-nerf, and then we'll see if the deck is popular post-nerf or not, but I think it won't really change that much because slapping a counterblast on a Wingull Liberator doesn't really do too much in my opinion. Anyway, while I haven't really been streaming Zero much or like uploading Zero much, honestly getting a tablet has made my motivation to play Zero go up like crazy. Like, it's crazy how much more enjoyable it is to play the game on a tablet just because like it's on a big screen, and like I like touching the cards when I'm playing on a digital game because like just like dragging with my mouse is never like as fun compared to that. So I've definitely been like playing a lot in my free time, just like a few games every day, which is like more than I used to be honest. Like when I uploaded Zero all the time and streamed Zero all the time, like that's the only times I would be playing, and then other times I would just like put the game down. So in a way I'm enjoying the game more but uploading about it less. But anyway, let's take a look at the Revenger deck now. It posted its update. This will be the first update of many because this deck gets a big update in Legion as well, and then it actually gets another update in G. So yeah, there's quite a few updates. And I think, you know what? Celebrating the new Easter event, let me bless you. For at least one game, I will bless you with a new skin so you guys can see it in action as well, as a way to make up for this being so late. And my deck list changed a tiny bit from the previous time I showed you this, so you might notice that the difference here is that I no longer play the Masquerades, and instead I've put back the Nemain. I think Nemain is still an amazing card that helps you to plus, especially if you like draw into your Sword Breakers. She still gives you that extra nice free draw. But let's go over the cards that you guys are familiar with first. Of course, PGs, goes without saying. Doran, you guys know, when a Blaster Dark Revenger is put in the same column as this unit, if you have a Revenger Vanguard, countercharge 1, you guys know him. You guys know Blaster Dark Revenger himself, counterblast 2 if you have a Revenger Vanguard to retire an opponent's rearguard. Tar 2 on plays if your Vanguard is Revenger, counterblast 1, search your deck for a grade 1 or lower, and call it to the same column as this unit behind it. So again, you guys know all of these cards, and of course you also know the Mordred Phantom. When you break right over him, give 10k to the Vanguard and search your deck for any grade 2 or lower, and call it and give the unit plus 5k. And you also know Raging Form Dragon, which is, at the end of the attack that it battled after a limit break, you can retire 3 Avenger rearguards to ride a Raging Form Dragon from hand and draw 2 and he gains plus 10k. The early Persona ride, before it became a mainstay in Overdress. And then yeah, you guys I'm pretty sure you guys know the old abilities, but of course we have quite a lot of new cards in this as well. So first things first, we have a new starter, which is the Judgebout Revenger. He says when the attack of a Phantom Vanguard or a Phantom unit, that he boosted hits anything, counterblast 1, put this unit into your soul, and then you can search your deck for 2 grade 1 or lower cards and call them as rests. So that's a pretty cool ability, so that can boost Mordred Phantom or the Dragruler Phantom to trigger, and often, like, in best case scenario, call 2 Swordbreakers. Swordbreaker says when called from deck, soul blast 1 to draw a card. This was like your bread and butter, like this was, the go-to superior call back in the day, and you had that hit pressure from Judgebout back then as well. But if they let you hit, you would just get basically a +3 from it, because it's +1 card on the field plus 2 cards in hand. That is really, really good, especially in Zero. Then I do run 2 of the Mordred Searcher. So he says when placed in a rearguard circle, discard a grade 3 from your hand to search your deck for Mordred Phantom and add it to your hand. So you can discard any grade 3 from your hand to search for the break ride consistently, and you can search that card out, which is really, really nice. I still run 1 Dark Bond. It's nice to get out sometimes just for the extra retire, and that's about it, whether that's with the Tar 2 or with the Mana. Mana says, Rearguard Circle, when placed, you can search your deck for a grade 1 or lower Revenger and call it to the same column as this unit, and then at the end of the turn, put the unit back on the bottom of the deck. So typically you're going to call something and then retire it with a skill so it doesn't go back to the deck. So that way you basically are a +1 to field, and then you convert it into something else. So that's pretty good. And yeah, then of course I do run the Nemains, on place Rearguard Circle, counterblast 1, discard 1, draw 2. And then in terms of new grade 3s, Diarmid is as my one of, because this is the only grade 3 that, outside of Raging Form, I guess, that doesn't cost counterblast to like try to finish things. Of course, you can like loop Mordred Phantoms, but if you were sitting on a Raging Form and ran out of resources, or sitting on Dragruler Phantom and don't have CB, this is a nice thing to still ride into. But of course, the main new card is Dragruler Phantom, which is a cross-ride of Mordred Phantom. So he says when he attacks the Vanguard, gains plus 3k for that battle, and then his limit break is once per turn, if your opponent has 4 or less damage, you can count +1 and retire 2 Revenge your rear guards, and then for that turn, he gains plus 10k power, and you deal your opponent 1 damage. As far as I remember, this was the first ever skill that dealt damage just directly outside of the battle, so it was a pretty big deal back then. But even in Zero, this card is pretty good because if your opponent has like double intercept, you know, just up there and you don't have any retire effects, you're still dealing 2 damage to them that turn, even if you had to clear those intercepts. So it's just a great card. Like the general path is like you go Mordred, then you go Dragruler, you sit on it for a bit to like, you know, take advantage of the cross-ride status, and then you finish the game with Raging Form at the very end. So it's a pretty good strategy. I think the deck is still very, very strong, honestly, with these new tools. There's a lot of different ways to build it. Some people, you know, just play like one Dragruler, or like don't even play the Judge Bout, you know, Swordbreaker combo. There's a lot of different ways to approach this build now, and I think that, you know, there's a lot to be discussed. I think we'll see when like the Vanguard Zero Championship comes by. Maybe we'll see some more like definitive lists. But for the time being, I'm quite fond of mine, to be honest. Like I've been playing it for like what, 3 weeks now. Like I'm recording this on the 21st, and so all of these decks, like I've basically, oh wow, he has Spectral Duke, huh? Why is it not like Mordred or Raging Form? That's kind of weird. But anyway, you know, I've been playing these decks like a fair bit, you know, over time. Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened? I've never seen this before. I don't know what's happening. Help? What if I press OK? Nothing happens, okay. Let's see what happens when the time comes out. What? What? I just wanted to play Revengers though. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when I just wanted to sit down and record a Zero video. You know, the Zero kids, they really want to see something, but instead they get given this, just a black screen. All right, I guess I have to restart it. All right, looks like the game couldn't happen. Cool. All right, it doesn't look like I lost any rank points, which is good, considering that game, I'm pretty sure it never happened. So strange. All right, please, game studio overlords, please allow me to play the game. That would be cool. Very nice, very appreciated. Let's see if it happens. Oh, we're in. Okay, we're playing against. Hey, would you look at that, Liberators? If you queue up for a ranked game, chances like 90% of the time you're going to be facing Liberators because the deck is pretty cracked, let's just say. Interesting opening hand here, and the main is probably something I want to put back for the time being. Tartu could be good. Could be good. Dragruler I don't really want, but I could also discard it for Mordred, but I think for now I'll put it back. So let's see what we draw into. Raging Form. Raging Form discard also kind of hurts, but I don't really want to go into Raging Form that early either, so I might just like Tartu for the Mordred Searcher anyway. We'll see what we draw into. I'll wait until turn 2 anyway. Alright, so my man rides into the Barco Liberator. We get the Searcher. I mean, theoretically I could bash, but then I don't really want to like waste pieces. You know what? Let me just ride this and swing. I think let's just do that. We also have to be careful because you can't really bash against Liberators, because if you do, the Blaster Blade Liberator will kill your Judge Bout early, and then, you know, goodbye your Swordbreakers are just kind of dead cards in deck at that point. So you generally don't really want to push against this deck too much because of that early retire. It really hurts if it hits you, so gotta be careful. Alright, let's see here. He didn't. That's kind of the strength of Liberators, is that they don't actually have to, like, especially going second, they don't have to worry about having a grade 2 in hand because Wingle Brave, you know, or sorry, Wingle Liberator just searches it out, so it's pretty tight. Alright, he heals down to 0, which is alright, I guess. Not super duper great or bad, you know, just kind of in the middle there. Alright, let's see here. Hopefully the audio from the game isn't too loud. It's been a while since I've done anything with 0. Alright, I guess in this situation we drew the other Mordred Searcher, so I guess I'll just use it at this point. Writing Mordred is still like really good. Like, you still want to be using it and stuff, so I guess let's just get this out there. Search out the Mordred. Goodbye Raging Form. It's been nice knowing you. We could theoretically push a bit with Tartu as well, but I'm thinking if I'll need that kind of gas for later. because then I might lose Judge Bow. So I think I'll just swing rear, swing Vanguard, give him 1 damage, and he can't Blaster Blade Liberator me. So my Judge Bow stays alive, which is pretty good. Alright, no intercepts though, so I could get bashed to 4 here, which kind of sucks, but I need the time to kind of build up resources with this deck. It's not like... You can still play it super aggressively, like, you know, you used to. I think, like, especially before this set, like, the deck was just, like, turbo aggro. Like, you just called, like... You just rode whatever... Called double Tar 2 and just like rush your opponent down, and I think that definitely works. But then like when you're trying to like playing against these matchups that can like early kill your stuff, you got to be a little bit careful. So you know, gotta watch out for that. So let's see here what our wonderful opponent is going to be doing here. So we do have Mordred in the red. Next turn we have Tar 2 that, depending on if he kills this, I can use the Tar 2. I probably still will anyway, and then just like call some random stuff here and then just like overcall it with a Swordbreaker. So let's see. My man is deciding. Ooh, he's great stuck. Ooh, that's a development I didn't expect. Really? I guess he checked two Gan slots, but is he gonna show me his hand now? Just trying to push off damage? No, he's just gonna trade. That's fine for me because now I can use Tar 2 pretty comfortably. Ooh, he gets to draw. Oh, it's a Holy Shine deck. Oh, see, that one's pretty interesting actually. I quite like it. Alright, I haven't seen any triggers this game yet, so I could see myself checking one here. Nope. Alright, that's one of my Swordbreakers. GG. Sad time. I have 3 of my Dorans. I've been having these games lately when I'm playing this deck where like I just don't have grade 1s in deck anymore. Like I just straight up run out of grade 1s very early and I'm just like, well, what now? You know? So gotta be a little bit careful there. Gotta just be a little bit careful. So we're gonna run out of Dorans now, which is something. Something for sure. I'm thinking if I want to kill... If I want to just call it Doran to trade into this, because he's great stuck, I might want to do that. I still have 2 in hand. I think I'm pretty safe here. So let's just do this, and then I'm gonna like attack with this, and then use the Judge Bow to call like Swordbreaker, and I can call a Trumpeter, I guess, and then use the Trumpeter to generate more cards. So I guess that's pretty good. So yeah, let's just thin out this deck real quick. All right, Judge Bow, go do your thing. Do your thing, big girl. All right, let's call these 2. So I think I'm gonna call the Swordbreaker here because I'm probably gonna use... Do I even have Kalmas to use her? I do. Do I want to use the Trumpeter? Maybe he won't attack into it. Maybe he won't attack my Doran. You know, then there's no point. So let's just do Swordbreaker here. So last one. And draw a card. Shoo! A Deermood. Well, I guess that's a break ride. So I'll pass on the Trumpeter for now. Yeah, I guess going into Deermood isn't too bad. I have, like, Dorans set up left and right, so they're, you know, kind of chilling in that sense. So let's see here. Did he get a grade 3? He just does not. Wow. My man is just great stuck. But that doesn't stop him from trying to win here, I guess. I mean, nobody can get in the way of a man and a dream. Even if he only has, like, 1 PG in hand and no grade 3s. I could realistically still lose this, to be honest, like, if I didn't have these 2 PGs in hand, because I'm not checking any defensive, so he's gonna actually, like, burn through both of the PGs in my hand, and I'm just gonna get, you know, mollywopped all over. So, yeah, he's not doing too bad, considering the fact that he's great stuck. Doing pretty good. I'm gonna give him that. Definitely gonna give him that. If anything, I don't even know if I'll need to Blaster Dark next turn. I'm thinking about to search off Mordred. If I Blaster Dark, I can basically push him to 5, which doesn't really achieve anything. I think if I open a Blaster Dark, then I'll go for it. If not, I might just search the main, to be honest. The main might be better. EBH. Ah, Dragruler, that changes things. Dragruler does change things, because here, I can go Dragruler, kill this and this. Or, like, use BDR to kill this, then push him to 3. Oh, but then I'm still pushing him to 5, huh? So maybe the main is still better. The main might still be better, in a weird way. And that way I'm still pushing 2 damage, which is nice. Yeah, let's just go in the main. Let's just go search in the main, to be honest. And we'll be on crossfight, so we can't get bullied by all these things. And there's like a grade 2 in the back here as well. I think I just need to draw into grade 2s at this point. And like I have no other way to access them right now, and I think I'm dead if I don't. I need to like heal and draw another grade 2 basically to survive, because otherwise I'm in big danger. He has 1 card in hand, which I'm pretty sure is a PG anyway. Alright, Deermood, Sama, show me something cool. Show me the money. A grade 2 is fine, is all I need. Oh, another Nemain, that's perfectly fine, dude. That's absolutely that's just fantastic. I'll take that. Alright, let's use Dragruler here to clear a board space. Or that Nemain to come on down. Approach, lady. Approach the battlefield. Alright, there's a PG. Cool to see. And then we use another Nemain here to draw into another PG maybe. That'd be cool. We have 2 in deck. So let's see here. Double Nemain power. Alright. That's not too bad. Tar2 might come in handy. I kind of want to draw into a Blaster Dark at some point. I still have all 4 in deck, so chances are I'm going to drive check it. Oh, yep. But, you know, first things first, we need to survive. I need to check a heal right here. Like, actually, like, right here now. Perfect. Everything has fallen into place. And then I can just use Dragruler again next turn, I guess, if he gives me 1 damage. Which he probably will, I guess, right? That being said, if he goes into Ganslot Zenith, am I dead? No, he just has regular Ganslot. Okay, top decks that. That felt like a top deck. Pushes everything and pushes me to 5, which might not actually be that good of a play, to be honest. Because now, I can just like call Doran, call Dragruler, push him to 5 here. He only has 1 intercept and maximum of 2 PGs. I might be able to barely turn this into a dub, maybe? RFD is not what I need right now. I think I stay on the Dragruler. And we see what he opens from that damage check, I think. Yeah, let's just try this first. Let's see what this gets me. I'm curious. Curious. Good. That's actually not bad. It's a bit annoying because I can't, you know, attack him. I have to think about this. I think what we can do is... My grade 1s are just PG, so I don't want to use Tar2 anymore anyway. So we do something like this. We check like 1 trigger, and we still have like 4. We check like 1 trigger onto this column, and I think we win. He definitely has 1 PG in hand. But I'm thinking his second card might be a grade 3? I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. This PG I knew was there for sure. But what about this? Ugh. I think we've seen like 3 heals, so please don't show me the 4th one. Alright. It was close. Damn. That was a lot closer than I expected. Honestly, damn. My man was great stuck and he put up a pretty good fight. Not gonna lie. But yeah, so that's kind of how the engine works. I mean, it was kind of like all over the place that game, but you know, the Judge Bow, Swordbreaker is pretty good. Dragruler does really good work as well against some of these matchups. Like, that's what I meant, especially on turn, what was it, 4? It was that particular play where he had double intercepts, like I just like farm cards with Nemain and then, you know, like still push 2 damage that turn. It was like really good, and the next turn you just do it again, right? So we burst through a lot of counterblast as well, purely because we didn't get BDR that game, so I think we did pretty good, to be honest. That game was pretty good. A beast! Alright, a new player. That's his name in Japanese. Let's have a good one. Is it the same person? It might be. I'm not sure. I can't remember the name of the last guy. I think just throw everything here. She works on Vanguard Circle too, but you always want to put Judge Bow behind Vanguard. The only cases where you don't is if you're going for like the double Raging Form. Because you can't do double Raging Form with this deck, where you boost Judge Bow with a Rearguard Mordred. And then like basically you swing rear, then you swing Vanguard, kill like an L, so like left, top, left, bottom, and then behind Vanguard rears. Then you swing with Judge Bow Mordred, hit, and then use Judge Bow to call 2 Revenger Rearguards, and then you swing with Raging Form again, eat those 3, and then swing with Raging Form again. So you can do some pretty nasty things with Judge Bow, but I haven't really tested like abusing that combo because you need to hit, which makes it kind of, you know, because like you have to basically like kill both, you have to have no intercepts. Judge Bow can hit like Rearguards too when it boosts, but you have to have like, your opponent has to have no intercepts when you're attacking with the Raging Form, so yeah. It's a pretty fun deck, to be honest. It's pretty cool. Let's see what Ren says. I'm gonna emote. Alright, I couldn't make that out. Alright, I guess I'll just ride BDR here. This hand is like more late game centric, not really doing much here in the early parts. I haven't really talked about it, but this deck is actually like means a lot to me because this was my main competitive deck back in the day. Like back when I was like a really sweaty competitive player before I started taking YouTube seriously. So this was like end of 2014. That was like the where I made the switch, right? From like being a competitive player to you know, just playing to YouTube. It was around that time actually. And so this was the last deck I think where I was like full on like try-harding, like playtesting all the time and just like grinding events. I remember in one of the BCSs or whatever it was called back then in France. I went X1, so I think I was like 6-1 or 7-1 or something at the end of Swiss. And then I was supposed to be in top cut, but then they like put a bunch of names in the bag because they didn't know who to cut out, and then I didn't make it in. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that if they did like a normal, like just hard top 8 cut, I would have made it in. So I was really disappointed. I remember I was very pissed that day, but alas, I have that memory. I'm pretty sure I was like 9th then in the end, with the way they did that. So, you know, one of my many bubbles. I have bubbled many times in my life. Whoa, that's a top deck. Jesus Christ. Josephus off of the S-Grad? That's kind of stonks. I respect that. I do respect that. Alright, my man. Checking draws for days. That Wingle's just sitting there. He's not doing anything. Oh well. Okay, we're opening all the Phantoms here, unlike last game. Which is cool, I guess. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I can't do much with BDR, but I feel kind of yikes about not putting down any intercepts. I guess I can search BDR next turn, so I might as well set up for that. So we can do something like this, and maybe like, you know, of course not use the skill, that's a waste. But we can do this, where we swing into rear, then we swing into Judge Bow, get the confirmed double Swordbreaker to fill up our hand again, and then we just like put triggers onto this, and you know, okay, where no triggers are going anywhere, but yeah, no attacks are going anywhere either. God damn, I hate when that happens, when you just because like it made sense to commit there as well because it needed intercept, and putting the Doran rather in the back also makes sense because you get to set up for BDR for next turn. So tsurai jinsei. All right, we have 3 Dragulers in hand. Please don't make a 4th one. That's a BDR. I'm actually pretty okay with that. That basically means that I can call Nemain like here or something, or I guess that doesn't really make sense. I can basically like find a Nemain to dig more. Putting the main instead of Masquerade definitely feels good because like you don't really struggle to make like attacks in this deck because you always have boosters thanks to Judge Bow. So I feel like Masquerade's function kind of died down. It's not like in other archetypes where 12k attackers are important because like you self-lock and stuff. He's gonna kill my Doran. I know it. Yup. Damn it. While using his own, I swear to God, man, these blaster blades and their damn counter charges. I swear to God. All right, here comes the Wingle. He denied his own heal, which is good for me. You know, I'm not going to complain about that. And he has another Blaster Blade coming his way. In the mail. Would you look at that? I guess we can go for Nemain here. It doesn't hurt. Oh, heal proc. That's good. We can go for Nemain, I guess. Push a little bit. You know, screw the... Oh my god, all 4 Dragulers? For real, for real? FR on God, no cap, as the kids say. As the children utter into the sun. Alright. Hello, Mr. Cool Guy. Alright, Nemain, do your work. Get rid of these Dragulers from my hand. I'm getting paranoid, man. I'm drawing too many draws. I'm drawing into all my draws. That's always a bad thing. So please, make this into 2 PGs now. Just convert it, you know? Simsalabim bam, and there we go. Oh, nope, it was 2 more triggers. I love anime with a passion, actually. If you were to ask me, it's actually with a strong passion. Alright, let's just call these Dragrulers and sacrifice them to the nether god. That is Dragruler. Do your thing, big boy. You got this. I believe in you. Ooh, no defensive. Would you look at that? That's kind of good. I'm just thinking, how do I make attacks that are efficient? I don't have any boosters to put behind this Nemain. And I could call this to make it 16 so I can like try and finish the game. And I might still want to do that and then just like call the Blaster Dark Avenger to the back there. And pray that I don't die to like a Zenith or something. So I'm going to use this to try and end the game. Emphasis on try. I think this is like the only way I can try to finish the game here. I think we've seen like 1 PG checked. I might be a bit too cocky here. I think it might be a bit risky. I'm pretty sure he has enough PGs to survive this, but you know, you can't knock me for trying, right? Gets the draw, that's fine. I'm 39, bro. I'm good. No, more than that. I'm 41 because he gets the power too. Oh no, 42. Lift heal. Hey, that's pain. That's really painful. I expected maybe 1, but not 2, and I think now I'm dead. Especially if he has a Zenith. If he doesn't have a Zenith, nobody has BDR, so he kills my Nemain, and then he just... crucifies me. Yep, I'm gonna get crucified. Damn it, I got too greedy and got punished for it. I got too greedy. I got way too greedy. Damn it. Remember, kids, you can only be greedy if you're playing with a deck that sucks. If you're playing with a deck that is critically acclaimed to be a good deck, then you will be punished for your greed because you're already playing something that's better than others. Therefore, you don't get the bonus luck stat to compensate for playing a bad deck. Because when you're playing a bad deck, the game sees that and goes like, oh, poor thing, right? Let me give you some bonus luck to make sure that you can still win this, you know? But here, I will not get that because I will die here. Because I'm playing a good deck, and therefore the game sees that and it goes, well, no bonus luck for you, bro. You're already winning. All right. And just like that, Zenith is gonna swallow me and just put me in the disposal. And that's the end of it. But of course, I have to show you all of the beautiful new Ren skin. You have to see his losing screen as well. So if anything, once again, just like the time with Megumi, I'm doing you guys a favor. All right. I'm feeling generous today, so I'm going to give you a third game. It's been a while since I posted some Zero content. The least I could do is give you a third game. So let's run it. It can be the same player. Nope. But it's still... Is this tempura udon? Tempura udon. That sounds delicious. Too bad I just had lunch, so I'm not hungry anymore. Ooh, actually his hand is... It's actually not too great. I got excited about discarding the deer mood off of this for Mordred, but that's not a good idea. I guess mana is good. I don't like discarding raging forms, but if it must be done, it must be done. You know, Mordred is such a huge tempo increase that it feels bad to not make use of it, right? Especially in this deck where you can like just search it out, you know, on your just like that, right? Just it's so easy. All right. Nothing too complicated here. We drew the Mordred so we can keep the raging form. This might be a raging form game, we'll see. At the very least, you know, I got Dragruler in the thumbnail in game 1. It was a perfect Dragruler game, so definitely nice. Alright, that's one PG down. Happy to see that. Here comes another S-Crat into Josephus. I'm seeing it. Josephus coming through. Oh no, it's gonna be the turn 1 heal. That's arguably just as good. Oh no, I got the damage. Oh, I got the first damage PG as well. Damn, we're even Steven. We're just basically playing against the same person. I'm gonna ride mana and use BDR next turn. I'm telling you right now. He's gonna give me a lot of damage because I'm riding mana. I just don't need her early because this rear always goes back and... So much for that. Alright. Well, it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Let's see. I feel like he's gonna still give me a lot of damage. I wrote an 8k on purpose, you know, to bait the damage, to bait the attacks. Let's see. He rides the Gancelot. My man always looking kind of weird, but oh well. There's a really good Gancelot lore video I saw the other day. Damn. What raging form, stay away, man. I know you're excited, but don't come near me yet. We gotta go to Mordred first. Alright, now he's gonna show me his crits. Okay. Oh, I mean, that's good for me. Oh, Moshiro. I like these lines, actually. I like these lines a lot. You know what? This Ren is growing on me. Okay, we actually have all the grade 3s we need. That's pretty good. Alright, he doesn't look too good either. All I do is talk shit. Alright, I think I want to use Judge Bow, but I don't really have the counterblast for it. No, what am I saying? I do have the counterblast for it. I don't know what happened in my brain for a second there, but I do have the counterblast for it. This is an important thing to kill, so I think we're just going to do this. Countercharge 1, swing the Mordred, use the Judge Bow, do double Swordbreaker. And I'm thinking where I want to call the double Swordbreaker. Probably just like these two like back row columns. Probably. Back row circles, rather. Alright, we have the Trumpeter too, which might come in handy for the Raging Form turn, so, you know, let's patiently await where that becomes useful. Alright, double Swordbreaker, you'll love to see it. You know, just a draw 2 that you get from this is really nice. You don't use your soul for anything else in this deck, so it feels good to use it. I really like it. You know, I think anyone that played Revengers at this point in time will definitely appreciate seeing this, right? It probably brings you back, just like it does me. We got our second Raging Form copy, which I'm actually pretty cool about, too. I have 8 cards in hand, so I have to be a little bit careful. Maybe I should have called something else, but, you know, he hit a defensive there, so I wouldn't have wanted to, like, deny my own attacks. It's okay. Alright, so we have Dragruler to go into to push him a little bit. He's gonna kill Doran. He's gonna kill Doran. He's gonna kill Doran. Yep. As always. I mean, I don't blame him. You're not really, like, doing much. Giving me Limit Break, if anything, is pretty dangerous here. I'm surprised. I'm pretty surprised that he's giving me Limit Break. But, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Easily. Any day. So I can go for Nemain. Make this into, like, a nice column here of non-Revengers. And then just call, like, call whatever, literally, onto the other circle. Oh, there we go. That's perfect, actually, for setup-wise. We can just call Mana herself. Or do we call Mana? I might call Mana later. I might keep Mana for the... Nah, she's my only grade 2 in hand, actually. So let's see what... but if I go for Nemain, right, I'm gonna drop to 8 cards in hand and use Nemain and go right up to 9, right? So I'll barely be at the top. Alright, can we drag this? Here we go. I don't know why my blue stacks has been lagging a bit lately. Range. Alright. Nemain, do your thing, girl. So now we're gonna discard down to 7 and drop to 9 again. So let's see what we draw into. It'll be something nice regardless, you know. Alright. Deermood, you've done some good work. Take it easy for a bit, alright? Oh, the ear is covering my damage zone. That's nice. Ooh, Tartu, huh? Tartu's alright. Alright, in that case, let's call the Dragruler here, then use this effect to push him to 3. I'll give him the Limit Break, and that's a-okay, to be honest. It's absolutely fine. Alright. Alright, that's done. And then gaming headset. I guess theoretically I can just like filter out the other grade 1 from my deck and call the mana here. It'll go back to deck after the end, but I guess it's fine? Question mark? Yeah, I'd rather use the Tartu to search that back out next turn. Yeah, I don't want to call out the PGs. I'm fine on that front, baby. Time! The Jaikan is running out. We have to hurry up, ladies and gentlemen. How many draws do I have left in deck? 1, 3. Jesus Christ. Too many, too many. Alright, the PG, I needed you. If I'm going to draw into anything, it's the PGs and the Blaster Darks that I need. Alright, give him 4. We have a PG, so I think we barely survive. He calls Blaster Dark. I mean, he calls Blaster Blade, kills an Intercept, swings in, and swings into face. Then swings into face with Zenith. I might still be dead. God damn it, I hate this deck. It does too much. It does way too much. But then he needs the countercharger to use the blaster. Oh my god, of course. Liberators. I love playing against Liberators. Boy, oh boy. Sure is great. I'm having a great time right here. Bruh, this deck does everything. It literally takes everything like Shadows does and just like does more. I don't even have heals anymore, so I have to like draw into PG here. And one of them went to the bottom, so... Gaming. Unless he like low rolls or something here. If he like super low rolls... he has to like low roll like a PG or something off of this. A grade 1 and see no triggers. Please God. 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 No! No, actually that's okay. That's actually fine. I'm actually alive. Hold up. We might be living. We might be living. Against all odds. He's just gonna call the PG. That's fine. Get a draw. That's also fine. Unless this man runs stands. He does not. Okay, Jesus Christ. It's too many emotions, man. I'm getting too old for this. Another Dragruler, bro. I mean, what do I want? I want to go Raging Form because it draws me cards. And I have another Raging Form in hand, so I guess I could do that. I don't have enough... What would I retire if I do go Tartu? I would call this out. Then I have to make like a column with like Dragruler and like call a door in there and then call the... Yeah, I guess that works. I think it does more for me now than staying on Dragruler would do for me. So I need to draw into those PGs, and I know that like if I shuffle the deck I have a chance to actually draw into both, which is good. So here's hoping. Please God. Show me the money. Please. Alright, this is the only time where the Swordbreakers get a little bit like clunky, is because you need the Revengers to actually, you know, do the thing, right? So, alright, let's hurry it up. Yeah! But the nice thing is that I can now give the power to the Swordbreaker in the back and, you know, boost with it afterwards if I get any triggers now. Because this gets +3, so it swings for 14 alone against crossfights, which is the nice part. So, swing. Please no PG or anything for that matter, that'd be great. And now I'm going to draw into 2 PGs like a god and win. And that's going to be the whole plan of today. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's not 2 PGs. I think I'm dead. I don't have any heals left in deck. The BDR came too late. There's a draw into PG. You're not a PG, bro. Relax. How do I have 6 cards in deck with 2 PGs in there? I guess I got outskilled. God game. God game. I got outskilled. You know, that happens sometimes. That just happens. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You filter everything you could. You go into the plays that deliver victory, and it just doesn't happen. I think even if I had 2 PGs, to be honest, and he had no intercept, he swing into this, PG, PG, then use Zenith, call something PG. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Alright. Unfortunately, Liberators were too strong for me. And I think we played them all 3 games too, which is like a very accurate representation of what the global ladder looks like right now. So in case you wanted to look at, not global ladder, the JP ladder. So if you wanted to know what JP looks like right now, it's all Liberators. I can't believe it. Anyway, that was a presentation of the updated Revenger deck. As I said, like, this one's more of a focus on Dragruler Phantom. I've seen a lot of other lists that focus still more on like Raging Form and like just play this as like a one of, you know, and then like the general grade 2 lineup I think stays. I think it's pretty similar. I think it's my grade 1s that are most different because I don't play Masquerades. Instead, I play the Swordbreakers. So that's kind of where it differs. But I think that, you know, the Judge Bow Swordbreaker is still a really nice, like, plus engine. Even if you draw your triggers, like, there's still resources you can use for, like, attacks or just to retire for, like, other effects. So I think for that reason, they're still pretty damn nice. But yeah, that's it. That's the deck profile, sorry, not deck profile, deck and fight for updated Revengers, you know, at the end of the Link Joker season. Next time we'll take a look at Revengers will be during Legion with Phantom Blaster Abyss, so look forward to that because a lot of the cards in this deck are staying pretty good until then as well. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching as usual. If you haven't subbed yet, what are you doing? Have you not seen my immaculate plays? Please do support. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.